Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before.
One fucking hour of troubleshooting and technical issues later, the fix turned out to be an incredibly easy one. Just don't use Streamlabs OBS if you plan on playing any older games with any weird requirements, because in order to fix the issues I've been having for the past hour, all I had to do was use window capture. Which is a bit of a fucking problem with Streamlabs OBS, because window capture doesn't let you capture a game that is in windowed mode. I wish you could see me shrugging right now, because I don't understand how you lose such a simple function when you design your own version of OBS. I just don't get it. I'm not going to describe everything I went through to get to this point. However, Jester did say it was amusing listening to me do technical issues for an hour. Fuck it, I'll upload that bit. The benefit of switching over to the other OBS is that has saved that whole hour of bullshit has been saved in the folder, so I can just upload that as like an extra. Also, I hope the sound is good. I turned that down a bit. I think I could turn it down a little bit more. For, like, on me. On the game, it's fine. I think I can turn me down a bit. Like that much? Yeah, you know what, that looks good. That's fine. I just hope that's fine. I have no way of testing that right now. But yeah, look, it's all smooth now. Look at how smooth it is. So yeah, that is my strongly worded suggestion to Mr. John Streamlabs, the creator of Streamlabs OBS. He'll never hear this, but if he ever does hear this, make it possible to capture games with window capture. Because this is the second time in 2 months I could only stream a game properly if it was in window capture, and that meant going back to regular OBS. Okay. I already had my whole talk about my thoughts about how, like, you know what? Like I said, I'm gonna upload that hour of troubleshooting, because like the first 10 or like 15 minutes of it was me talking about the game and also its predecessor and saying, like, you know, be prepared for differences because it does get a bit different. If you want to hear what I said, go check the 15 minutes of that when I upload it. Let's go to training. God, all that that technical issues just suck the energy out of me.
Welcome back to the holodeck training program, Lieutenant Monroe. Although I am quite confident in your abilities, Starfleet regulations specifically state that all personnel are to undergo fitness and combat readiness training at least once per Earth year. It is now time to begin your training. Are you ready to proceed?
I'm ready.
These exercises are designed to enhance your skills, Lieutenant. Take a few moments to move around the holodeck. By pressing your move forward, move backward, strafe left, and strafe right keys, you should be able to freely maneuver about.
Oh, you know what? I think I might have forgotten to turn something off in window capture, actually. Oh, that fucking... There was a light, ever so light brightness filter that I put on the KOTOR streams. I'm glad I remembered to turn that off. I got up into his face and I thought, he looks a little lighter. And I'm glad I remembered why. There we go. There was like this unnatural brightness, and I thought, oh yeah, I remember, I did that for a different game. But look, it's so smooth now! Fucking window capture to the rescue! Standard OBS to the rescue! Move around the room. Also, you can see on this little, doohickey here, secrets and starships. I think I mentioned this before in the busted technical issues part of the stream, but this game, unlike the first one, has little secret areas and collectibles. And the tutorial actually has one, which is part of the reason why we're doing the tutorial.
Very good. Let us begin the exercises.
Let's.
Jumping plays a key role in maneuvering around your environment, Lieutenant. Successful maneuvering is the first and most important step to your survival. A jump is executed by pressing the jump key. If a jump is executed in conjunction with any of the movement keys, you will jump in that direction. For example, pressing the jump key and the move forward key will make you jump forward. Clear the obstacles ahead by jumping over them. Jump over all 3 obstacles and then we will continue the exercise.
I'm just checking something for a moment. Hold on. Don't worry, it's not more technical issues. It's not more technical issues. Don't worry, it's not that. It's not that. Hang on a second. I just want to check. Did I change that on purpose? I'm wondering a bit about the resolution. I'm playing this at a non-standard resolution. I think the highest the game's settings will go to is 1600 by 1200, which is not ideal for me. Did I set it to... Okay, no, I did set it to that. I did that on purpose. Okay, yeah, I totally did that on purpose. It's in 1920 by 1080, even though my monitor is 1980 by 1200. But if I set it to that resolution, then part of the screen gets pushed off the bottom, and I'm not quite sure why. All right, let's just continue the tutorial. Tuvok, why do I have to jump over if I could just walk around, Tuvok? Hang on a minute, let me check the controls real quick. Movement. A and D is strafe left and right. As it should be. Yeah, that should be fine. No, don't want to exit.
Excellent. Let's go on.
So that's the secret area up there, and that's that's what the collectible starships looks like. They're little golden Excelsiors. I always can't remember how you're supposed to get to that one. I think it's a little later in.
Crouching and walking allow you to access areas that would otherwise be too small for you to maneuver in, such as a duct or a Jeffries tube. Very good, Lieutenant. Let's continue.
Don't patronize me, Tuvok. So yeah, there's little secret areas that are hidden. You have to figure out how to get to them. Oh god, F and G are lean left and right? You know what, I'm gonna change that right now. There doesn't need to be a turn left and turn right button. That's better. Also, you know what? C is crouched. That's a little bit dated. Was control set to anything? Control for secondary fire, but there's also mouse 2 for that. I'm going to set crouch to control. Better.
Use both your crouching and jumping skills to clear the following obstacles. Proceed to the ladder. Excellent work. To climb a ladder, look excellent.
Tuvok, it's like you think I don't have proper understanding of how to move my body.
Notice that some obstacles are too high for a standard jump. To clear obstacles such as these, you will need to execute a crouch jump. This is done by pressing and holding the jump key, and then pressing the crouch key while in the air for more vertical momentum. This will allow you to clear taller objects. Utilize both the standard and crouch jump to navigate these obstacles and advance to the next exercise.
Tuvok, shush. We found the hidden tricorder. HD tricorder. There was a kid in the neighborhood I used to live in back in the day who had one of these things. It looked exactly like this. Like a little toy tricorder. I tried to steal it because I was an asshole. We have to use this tricorder in order to get to the hidden object. I think I remember there's a panel we need to interact with.
Excellent work. At the end of the corridor, you will see a maintenance door leading to a Jeffries tube.
Yay! Jeffrey!
As you approach the maintenance door, execute a crouch walk to enter the tube. Once inside, follow the tube down the ladder to the maintenance door below. We will continue with the second set of examinations when you complete this exercise.
Actually, I think it was this panel. No, not those ones. It's in here. Yeah, you could even say that this will be a completionist playthrough, because I actually, with a little thought, will be able to remember where all the hidden objects are. Ah, here it is. We have to modulate this here panel. You've unlocked a secret door. How exciting. No, we don't want to leave the area. We want to go back. We want to go back this way. Back over yonder. Oh wait, no, I remember. There's this other Jeffries tube up here. It should be open now. Whoa. Yep. You found a secret area. The text is a bit small. Again, I don't think I can do anything to increase the UI size. I didn't really... If the first hour of my original attempt to start the stream earlier was any indication, I didn't do a whole lot of research into how... I just figured this game would work without any problems. This was not the case. Hey, we're up here now. And that's our first golden starship. I think there are 70 of these things? There are several little secret, like, extra stage maps, I guess, like extra maps, I guess you could call them, that you can unlock when you get enough of these things. Like, the first, like, 4 of them, I think, are just little... I think there are 6 or 7 of them. And, like, the first couple are, like, little, like, short, sweet little, like, maps the devs made to, like, goof off with. And the last 2 is, like, a concept art room and a... wrong way. I want to go this way. A model room where you can see all the character models. So nothing fancy. This game doesn't have anything cool like anything like the virtual Voyager mode, but the little starships do give you something extra to check out. Minute. Okay, I just wanted to check to see that the stream was still working right. And it is. Thank fuck. There are no more secrets in the tutorial, but we'll complete it. We've already started it.
Excellent, Lieutenant. Your performance was satisfactory.
Why, thank you, Tuvok. I was aiming for a satisfactory performance.
If you are ready, we will begin the second examination. On your missions, you will encounter occasions where jumping will require both distance and precision. In a situation like this, a miscalculated step will often end in injury or death. For this exercise, jump across each of the platforms and get to the other side. While in the air, you will... Very good, Lieutenant. Let's continue.
They're really working Tim Russ for all he's worth, isn't it? These long-winded training monologues.
It is unfortunate, but you can expect to be injured on away missions. Jump or run off this ledge to the floor below.
Ow. I tried to jape it out by landing on the pipe first.
Notice the change in your health status. While your hazard suit is designed
Notice
to
that
help
you now
absorb
have
the
broken
shock of
legs.
impact, a fall from too great a height will end in injury or death. As I am sure you remember, your hazard suit provides a great deal of tactical assistance. For example, it continuously monitors your life signs, feeding that information to your tactical eye display.
What button is the use button? Attack look. Use is X. Let's make that F.
Or 10. Excellent work, Lieutenant. Your progress is acceptable.
Good. We actually get to use the tricorder in the campaign, which you couldn't do in the original. That's another one of the little details where I actually consider the tricorder to be like a feature. We get to use it. Sadly, we won't get to use this tricorder, which is the one that most of us have probably seen and have been used to, for reasons that I will not spoil.
Many of the doors in your environment will open automatically as you approach. However, some doors, such as the one with the damaged operations panel, are malfunctioning and will not open. Some doors can open, but are locked. A door's locked status can be ascertained by looking for a red or green indicator light, most often found above the door itself. You will notice the light on the functioning door is red, meaning it is currently locked and will not open. If you look around, you should be able to find a switch nearby. Walk to the... Well done. Notice the indicator light is now green.
Thanks,
to operate
Tuvok.
a lift, move to its operations panel and press your use key to activate it. Like many objects you can interact with, the operation... Excellent.
Those doors are a bit loud, aren't they? Oof. Power. Oh, we're already doing a level transition? Okay.
Interacting with your world is vital to your success and survival. You have already seen where interaction can operate a door, activate a lift, or draw energy from a terminal. Here you will see that your interaction can change the very environment itself. Move to the nearby operations panel and activate it by pressing your use key. Excellent. Notice how using the panel activated the bridge. Interacting with the environment will often allow you to continue when there seems to be no other way to progress.
That's amazing.
Now, Lieutenant, cross the bridge as we are ready to begin the next exercise.
Hold on a minute. Oh, my Discord friends don't know that I'm streaming. I don't want them to miss this. Jester is a big Star Trek fan. It set an alert when I started the first stream, but not when I started the second one. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that he knew.
Like your hazard suit, your tricorder also has an interface to your tactical eye display. Approach one of the crystal deposits. Use your tricorder key to activate your tricorder. Notice that once your tricorder is active, an identification overlay appears around the deposit in your TED. Now aim your tricorder at the crystal deposit and press and hold the fire button. This will activate your tricorder's scanning functionality and provide you with additional information about
Pull
the
the
object.
tricorder's trigger!
Excellent work, Lieutenant. When active, your tricorder also feeds tactical data to your TED. Data from the tricorder's angular proximity discriminator is represented in the upper right corner of your display. Now, note the green resonance beacon. That beacon represents my location in your environment. Watch the beacon as I move about the environment. Notice how it moves to track my relative location. The angular proximity discriminator provides a unique resonance beacon for most object types. For example, non-hostile life forms are marked with a green beacon, while hostile or aggressive ones are red. Additionally, the discriminator will denote your mission objectives with a gold circle to signify their importance. Please proceed through the archway to the next exercise.
Okay, Tuvok. It's a bit
Your
dark in
tactical
here.
eye display is capable of artificially boosting the gain levels in all photonic registers. This allows you some degree of night vision. For this exercise, use your night vision key to activate the night vision mode. Then navigate through this cave to the exit on the other side.
It's one of the more effective and not as horrible. It's one of the least horrible night visions I've ever seen in a game. Like, look at that. That is actually dark enough that you can't see what the fuck you're doing. And this actually gets you a lot of detail in your surroundings.
Excellent work, Lieutenant. Now, Lieutenant, we will recertify you on advanced tricorder mechanics. Activate your tricorder and move to the nearby console marked with an identification overlay in your TED. Modulate the console by first aiming your tricorder at it, then pressing and holding the fire button. Your tricorder will feed progress data to your TED, providing you with constant feedback on your progress. Continue modulating the console until the process is complete.
Night vision is usually more annoying than helpful. I know, that's why I brought it up. I can't remember the last time I played a game with and tried to use night vision and didn't think, wow, this looks horrible. Here, it's actually... Not only is it not horrible, it's helpful. There aren't... Well, no, I was about to say there aren't that many dark areas in the game. There are some. Otherwise, they wouldn't give you a night vision mode. Another little point in this game's favor.
Satisfactory work, Lieutenant. On simple consoles like this one, your tricorder will be able to modulate the necessary carrier wave itself. However, more sophisticated systems will require user assistance to complete the task. Let's move on.
Let's go.
Activate your phaser by pressing the weapon group key. Your tricorder will lower and your phaser should be readied. Notice the red force field impeding your progress. To disable the force field, you must shoot the Excellent work, Lieutenant.
It's a good thing that's just a holographic Tuvok.
Through its interface with your TED, your tricorder provides you with additional view modes. Activate your tricorder and press the alternate fire button. Notice how your view changes. Your tricorder is now feeding information on the structural integrity of nearby objects directly to your TED. In this view mode, you can see stress fractures and structural weaknesses that would normally go unnoticed. Note that objects with structural flaws are often susceptible to weapons fire. Use your phaser on the objects identified in the structural integrity view mode.
I like that. I like how the tricorder isn't just around so that you can scan people and get little tidbits of information. It serves multiple purposes, as you would expect it to.
A satisfactory performance, Lieutenant. Let's move on to the weapons examination.
Oh good, everyone's favorite part. We get to shoot.
Now, Lieutenant, your records indicate that you need to recertify on both the standard Federation phaser and the compression rifle. We'll begin with the phaser. For this exercise, use your phaser to destroy as many practice targets as you can. You may use either primary or alternate fire, but you must continue the exercise until you destroy enough targets to qualify for recertification. Good luck. Excellent. We will now repeat the exercise for the compression rifle. As with your phaser, you may use either primary or secondary fire. However, you must continue until you destroy enough targets to qualify for recertification. Exemplary work, Lieutenant. You have now successfully completed the training exercises.
What?
You are fit for active duty as a member of the hazard team.
But I didn't use the rifle yet. You... What? I didn't get to use the rifle. You just completely skipped it. What? That... That's not how that's supposed to happen.
On Stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager vanished from known space. It was transported 70,000 light-years across the galaxy and cut off from Starfleet. To protect the ship from the unexplored Delta Quadrant, Chief of Security Tuvok created an elite strike force, the Hazard Team. After 7 years, Captain Janeway found a shortcut home, the Borg Transwarp Hub. Armed with technology from the future, Voyager attacked the Borg Armada and hurtled into an unstable transwarp conduit, heading for the Alpha Quadrant. But the Borg Queen had other plans. A Borg sphere captured Voyager and imprisoned the ship in a dampening field. Lieutenant Alex Monroe and the Hazard Team would have to sabotage the Borg sphere. The Hazard Team would free Voyager's crew or watch them be assimilated.
Yeah, remember the ending of Voyager? That's how this game starts. Screw with the Voyager. I'm not gonna read that. I'm not gonna have enough time.
The Borg will not attack you until you prove to be a threat. That should give you time to reach Subjunction 37,
There's
where
Chell.
you'll find the 3 dampening field generators.
Got it. Let's go.
Today, there's too much anti-lepton interference.
Just boost the signal.
That's dangerous.
Commander Tuvok, Hazard Team requests permission to get going.
Beam them out.
Where's Mr. Pelletier? He was the guy manning the transporter room in the first game. He had a big mustache, I remember. Dramatic music! Epic camera angles! Borg! Spooky.
Telsia. Chell. Monroe to Tuvok. Where's the rest of my team?
Chell here. What a rough ride. I think I have transporter shock.
Status.
The interference must have separated us. We're lucky it didn't...
Status, Chell.
Unharmed, but queasy. My tricorder located you. I'll meet you in...
Chell, report.
Just my luck. Force fields. I'm trapped.
We'll find you. Monroe out. Stay close, Jane.
And you know what? The first game started with Borg. Second game starts with Borg. Hey, Chang. Can I help you?
Telsia here. I'm scouting out the generators.
Good. Keep me posted.
Stop moving, I'm trying to scan you. Rank Ensign, human male lifeform, demolitionist. Very good. Very green. Ugh. I think I could stand to turn the sensitivity down a bit. Alright, maybe just turn that down 1 pip. Alright, there is a starship somewhere in this first area. I think I know where that is. The size of that lad. The absolute unit. We probably won't be seeing him again anytime soon. There's a distribution node. You can just knock him over like that.
Monroe? Where are you?
Don't worry about it, Chell. Don't worry, Chell. I'm just sticking around. You'll be fine, Chell. You'll be fine. I don't know why they needed to cutscene us going down that elevator, but they did.
Monroe, over here! I can't modulate this yellow force field from here. Use your tricorder on that control panel.
Can do.
The force field's down. Thanks. There's another one!
Well, excuse me for blowing up your conduit. You don't need to get mad about it. Oh, and the distribution node is in here. But I don't remember exactly where every hidden object is, so I might have to do a little bit of wandering around and searching, you know? Most of them are pretty easy to find. I just gotta remember exactly what I'm doing. What I want to know is, how did Chell ever make it to the Hazard team? Remember him being kind of a fuck-up in the show, the few times he appeared? He made it on, according to what I remember us finding in the Virtual Voyager, just reading people's logs, was his technical ability. He's really good at messing with the technical stuff, and they wanted a dedicated technician on the team.
The green force field just went down. Excellent work.
You'll see he's gotten better. He's grown a bit of a spine since the first game. And since the show.
Let's find Telsia.
I didn't find a starship. It's in here, it's around here somewhere. This is a very small beginning area. Ah, there it is. You see? Structural integrity view mode. It is. Alright, that's this area covered. Yeah, he got onto the hazard team because he was really good with technical skills, and while he is a terrible shot and tended to shoot his teammates in the back in training exercises, he just needed time to develop, and he's had that time. He's actually way better now. Chang will actually comment on it later. Loading screen. Loading times.
There's Voyager. Trapped.
I wish I was back there, recalibrating antimatter containment fields.
Dramatic music!
You will be assimilated. They're active.
Use iMods. The Borg can't adapt to them.
Resistance is futile.
Man, he did a flip.
Monroe!
Chang!
Chell, what the fuck? You were right behind him. You should have seen that.
Our iMods. The Borg must be jamming them.
Monroe to Voyager. The Borg took Chang. Beam him out.
His signal is too weak. Find him and eliminate nearby sources of interference, possibly force fields.
Understood. Chell, locate Chang.
I've sent his location to your tricorder. He's in a maturation chamber for assimilation.
Telsia
Well, that's
to
not
Monroe.
good.
I found the Borg relay node. Accessing the computer system.
Good. The Borg took Chang. We'll find you after he's safe.
You know, not to mention, on the subject of Chell, it is kind of cool that they use, like, minor characters from the show and, you know, develop them a bit more. Because it's not just Chell, you've also got Gerard, who is an extremely minor character in this game. She doesn't even feel like a main character, even though she was in the first one. Hey. Borg are getting very selectively angry at me. Yep.
Chang is below us, but the only lift control panel is up here.
Stay here and operate the lift. I'll get Chang.
I'm a little worried. There's a secret area and 2 starships. I didn't find any up here. That's one of those point of no return elevators. It's been a long time since I saw this episode. You know what? If there wasn't one in that side passage, then they're all below us anyway. Let's go. I think this Borg is stuck. Nah, wait, nah, he's moving. He was just having a moment. Oh, geez, they started assimilating him fast.
Didn't I order you to stay close?
Get out!
Negative. I'm shutting this force field down. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, he's being assimilated. We're on it. We got a timed mission.
Is irrelevant. Resistance is futile.
Yeah, they already took out one of his eyes and replaced it with a box scanner. Also, these Borg are shooting at us, which they shouldn't be considering what the second game taught us.
Monroe to Voyager. Beam Chang out.
Oh.
Monroe, there's a force field up here we'll need to get through. My scans indicate the power source is on your level.
Alright, so it looks like we'll be heading back up. No problem. Oh, one of the secrets is in here. It's under here, I think. Ah, see? Tucked away in this dark little corner. That's one starship found. There's a secret area and one left. Yep. They've adapted to our primary fire as well, so the compression rifle's only good for secondary fire. Still got the phaser left. Beep, 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 beep.
That knocked out the force field up here.
Nope, fuck you. Yeah, Borg could only shoot in the second game because at least Seven speculated they adapted to the situation in the graveyard. What are these Borg's excuse? I think their excuse is the devs wanted to make the Borg area more exciting and they didn't think being slowly chased by Borg, ow, would do it.
Okay, Chell.
I don't think that other secret area is down here.
Ensign Chang is safe. Locate Ensign Murphy and complete your primary objective.
In TNG, there were a couple episodes where the Borg had integrated weapons.
Nice job.
Oh.
Let's go find Telsia.
I really need to sit down and watch TNG. I've only seen a few episodes, and one of these days I'm gonna sit down and I'm just gonna start binge watching the whole show. Alright, now that's the level exit right there, which means that secret area and that last starship is still around here. If I were a secret area, where would I be? I mean, one was already in here, so it's probably not in there. Oh. Oh, wow, that is really easy to miss. And there was a distribution node in here. Extremely easily missable side passage. It just bleeded into the wall there. Damn.
Okay, Chell.
Sneaky.
Yes, sir.
Ensign Chang is safe. Locate Ensign Murphy and complete your primary objective.
Nice job, Monroe.
Let's go find Telsia.
Alright, give me one quick moment. Suddenly heated up. I need to wash my hands. Wait. I think it's a nice day to stream, and then the weather starts heating up and makes you feel all gross and uncomfortable. Oop. Next area. We're looking for Telsia. There are no secrets and no starships in this area. Okay. Oh, there's an elevator here.
Monroe, I've accessed their computer system. I'm researching those generators.
Telsia's ahead.
Whoa, I just completely... Every once in a while, it feels like my movement, my look is accelerating. I just spin around. That is not comfortable.
Telsia.
Can you disable this force field?
I don't see a way.
I'm retrieving the location of the generators. This can't be good.
Resistance is
She's trapped
There's
in
another
there.
one! Monroe, blast the Back off!
Run past him.
Resistance is futile.
She's already lost half her health. Oh, the distribution node was shot. I didn't even shoot it. Did the AI do that all by itself? Dang. Not gonna complain about that too much. No, sir.
Thanks, Monroe. I've found the dampening field generators. They're up in subjunction 37 near the Borg central plexus.
Good job.
They beamed in right after I decrypted data about new drone technology.
That must be some important data. They didn't beam in even when we were shooting up the place.
That means they classified us as a threat. This just got messy.
We need to get on the lift to subjunction 37. I fed the location to your tricorder.
Elsia, there was a power coupling right there. You could have shot it and ran out of the room.
Resistance is futile.
Use your phasers. They haven't adapted to those yet, you schmucks.
Resistance is futile. Strength is
Look out!
Resistance is futile.
Ow. Distribution node was right to the side of the power coupling. Very weird little movement shuffles there.
We wish to improve ourselves.
Ow. I am already almost dead. Ah, the distribution node was right there. A good thing there was a healing node here. Ouch.
Improve ourselves.
Whoa. Those weird spins. Not great. I apologize for the occasional very fast spin. I'm not doing that intentionally, I swear.
Monroe to Voyager. How's Chang?
The doctor expects him to make a full recovery.
We're proceeding to the dampening field generator so we can release Voyager. Monroe out.
Locate and shut down node disabling iMod. Shut down dampening field generators. We gotta take care of the iMod before they adapt to my phaser.
Resistance
There's
is
another one!
futile.
Looks like the Borg want to play.
Monroe, that force field has a control console.
Cover me. I'll disable it with my tricorder.
Cover me!
I haven't adapted to the phaser yet. Probably because I'm the only one using a phaser, while these idiots keep using the compression rifle.
That node was jamming us. Our iMods work again.
Hey. Very good. No secrets and no starships in this zone, so we don't have to worry about that.
Strength is irrelevant.
Over there! There are too many of them.
swear there's some weird movement with the mouse. I never remember having that be a thing. Reload is V? Would Chucklefuck decided V should be reload? I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try putting the mouse sensitivity down again because it zips around occasionally and it disorients me. Hey, you know what? This is much better. This is fine. Okay. Enough running in circles. Let's go. No secrets, no starships in the dampening field generator zone.
Is there a choice to go back to Voyager?
You can get a medical deferment if I break your legs.
Telsia. Telsia, please. Telsia is aggressive. Is there any point in coming in here? Wait, no, there's... Yeah, this is like an early 2000s game, Jester. You have to remember that. It was a different time. We hadn't really settled... People hadn't fully settled on the gold standard for game first-person shooter controls yet. They were practically Neanderthals compared to what people figured out how to do with controls these days. You gotta give them a little slack. It was like the Wild West of video game control mapping. Like, we were just starting to figure it out, but there were still a few of those Wild West towns on the edge of civilization trying to do things a little differently. Where am I? There's that weird mouse speed up again. I guess that just happens every once in a while.
Ooh!
I'm over here. Oh, hi, Telsia. Where's Chell? What was the point of that? Why did I go through there? Did I need to be here? I've played this game so many times and suddenly I'm lost. Okay, there's a bunch of blue force fields. I guess well, no, that's how I got in here. All I did was just... Oh, wait a minute, no, there would have been a green force field up top that I didn't look at because I was already... Actually, no, we just got brought back down here. Telsia, did you actually break Chell's legs? Why isn't he here?
There's another one!
Another distribution node vaporized.
Chell, I hear you, but I don't see you. Where the fuck are you?
Watch out!
Incoming drones!
Look! One of the 3 generators.
Shut it down, Chell.
Wait. Chell's supposed to do
It's
it.
resisting modulation. Monroe, use your tricorder on the generator's panel. The two of us can trigger a degenerative feedback loop.
Chell is supposed to be in here helping. He's supposed to be on that console right there. Well, at least I'm not stuck without him. We gotta do one of these thingies.
Generator deactivated.
Time is running short. Find the two remaining generators.
We are the Borg. Resistance is futile. Resistance is futile.
Cover me.
Nope. There you are, Chell. I've never seen us, like, we lost Chell. He was supposed to be with us during that last level, but he just sort of fucked off. Like, Telsia actually broke his legs and left him behind. I've never seen that happen. Streaming is, like, both a blessing and a curse. You stream, and then shit happens that you didn't expect before.
A second generator.
Right, Chell, get in there. Oh, we got a fat frequency here. Look at those chunky wavelengths.
There's another one.
Ourselves.
That's two generators down.
The Borg have come out of their regeneration cycle. They're adapting to our new shield technology. We don't have much time.
Cover me.
I managed to get hit by every single goddamn one of those. Ouch. No secrets around here.
Strength it.
Look out!
There are too many of them.
There's like one left. Ah. Maybe I should turn on mouth smoothing. I don't even know what mouth smoothing does, but I feel like my mouse movement is really weird. Or aiming, rather. Yep, just shoot things until the doors open.
The third generator.
Alright, you know the drill. Let's do it. Very thin and curvy frequency. Nice.
Monroe to Voyager. How's that dampening field?
It has dissipated. Voyager is ready to depart.
3 to beam out.
Mission accomplished. Well done. Now we get to go home to Voyager and take a nicely deserved rest. About that. That's not actually what's going to happen.
Monroe to Voyager. Where's my team, Tuvok?
They are safe on Voyager. We are having difficulty transporting you through the anti-lepton interference. We had to send your pattern back to the Borg vessel.
Where in the Borg vessel?
The Borg's central plexus. Your primary objective is to avoid alerting them to your presence.
Yeah, no. I think they're already alerted. Dramatic music.
Too late.
Absolute unit. Very shiny.
Existence as you know it is over. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Resistance is futile.
Don't like how shiny he is?
Recalibrating
Me neither.
Forget it. Get Voyager out.
We are staying until you are on board.
That's not logical. Go, before they regenerate the dampening field. Let's see how well you adapt without your adaptive fields.
Stunned him. Yeah, Borg aren't supposed to be shiny. I hate it when models are shiny in general.
Resistance is futile. You will be assimilated.
Yep. Eat that.
Futile is assimilated. You will be resistance.
Gotcha.
Resist. Futile.
Assimilate this.
Assimilation is futile.
Way better
Voyager to
one-liner.
Monroe. The interference is gone. Prepare for transport.
Okay, Voyager, let's go home.
Normally I don't think too highly of one-liners, but that is probably one of the best one-liners I've ever heard. It's basically perfect. Hey, 40% shot accuracy. That's not too bad, given how that number usually looks when I play. Notice how the text is slightly cut off in places? That's probably due to the non-standard resolution. We're going home, Voyager. Yay!
A satisfactory outcome. Starfleet is reasonably pleased.
Reasonably?
Here are your new assignments.
Eyebrows!
Telsia, you will command the security force on the USS Dallas. Chell...
You're breaking up the hazard team?
Precisely. Chell, you are assigned to the research outpost in the Guernica system.
Not even a starship?
Precisely. Monroe, I've assigned you to teach small group tactics here at Starfleet Academy.
You also assigned Tuvok to teach math?
Monroe is nursemaiding cadets?
Precisely. That is his best use.
Saving lives is no longer useful?
Read Janeway's report. She said the hazard team is a vital asset.
Precisely. Vital to the Delta Quadrant. Your so-called hazard team relied on non-regulation tactics.
And no so-called star bases for backup.
Precisely. Here in the Alpha Quadrant, traditional away teams are sufficient.
The hazard team takes missions that are too hot for traditional away teams.
There is no hazard team.
Oh, yes, there is. And it outnumbers you.
What? What was that?
Everyone calm down. Stemmons, what Captain Janeway prized was our ability to improvise flexible tactics for any situation.
Precisely. Such extemporaneous tactics are no longer appropriate. You should be grateful we have a place for you at all. Why aren't you grateful for a chance to relax after 7 long years of strife? I don't understand this at all.
Precisely. You don't understand. At all.
Monroe with the fucking comebacks here. Also, yes, eyebrows. That's like 50% of my memory of this game at any given time is the eyebrows on that man.
I can't believe he's disbanding the hazard team.
Come on, Monroe. Just give me 5 minutes alone with him.
So you can be thrown into the brig?
Chang's right. We have to do something.
How do incompetent people end up with such important jobs?
Maybe we can get him fired for being a hack.
Whoa! Even Chell wasn't this bloodthirsty fighting the Borg.
I'm going to file an appeal with Starfleet Command. Someone in the chain of command will listen to reason.
And if that doesn't work?
Then we make some hard choices.
Damn.
All is not well. We get home and then this happens.
Lieutenant Monroe, you have a visitor waiting for you at the main entrance.
Ooh, visitors. No secrets at Starfleet Command. Or Starfleet, Academy. We're at the Academy right now. See? This even says so. One thing that I'm glad that this game does have, even if it's not as amazing as the first one, it has these little downtime moments where there's no fighting, no shooting happens, just there's these little intermission sort of bits between all the action. I like these. Not enough games have transitions like this. Like, you never see that in Call of Duty, where you actually have, like, a prep phase between each mission, and then you boarding, like, the carrier or the plane or whatever takes you to your mission. Here you have these little bits. I like these. Also, I think the cutscenes are a little messed up. Like, Chang's head, and, like, that big Borg we fought, like, his head was constantly out of shot when it was showing his bits getting blown off. Sadly, I doubt there's a way to fix that and maintain the higher resolution. We'll just have to live with that and hope it doesn't overwhelmingly ruin any scenes, but even that scene felt like a little boxed in.
Chell, so do you really think Telsia has a chance of getting Starfleet to reverse this decision?
Probably not.
Well, it could be worse. There are some exciting experiments going on in the Guernica system.
You don't even know where the Guernica system is, do you?
So, do you really think Telsia has a chance of getting Starfleet to reverse this decision?
You already said that.
Chang.
I'll see up there, Monroe. They can't keep a guy like you dirtside.
Why do you say their names like that, Monroe?
I'll see up there, Monroe. They can't keep a guy like you dirtside.
Still got my tricorder. Also, remember in the first game, in Virtual Voyager, whenever you use the tricorder on random people walking around the decks, they never had any names. Most of them were just crewmen. And this is a human female, or this is a human male. They are a crewman. Like, they didn't have names. Every character that you can use the tricorder on in this game, with the exception of, like, bad guy, like minor, like, side, like, enemy characters, have names. Like, here we have Jennifer... I'm sorry, the text is a little small. Jennifer Hui. She's in Starfleet ship designs. Hello? Jen Templin. She's a cadet. Who's this guy with the beard? That's Stephen Peeler. Academy architect. I like little details like that. Everyone's got a bit of flavor. You know what everyone around here does.
Sir.
How are you doing at the Academy? Hello, Lieutenant. It's good to see you.
Sir.
It's good to have Voyager back safe and in one piece.
That is a quality beard, sir.
Welcome to Starfleet Academy, Lieutenant Monroe. Welcome to Starfleet Academy, Lieutenant Monroe.
Cadet.
Hello, sir. I'm studying starship design and engineering. I hope to design starships at Utopia Planitia.
Huh. That sounds like a fun job.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Not really. Some of these doors aren't labeled.
Ground level.
Actually, hang on a minute.
7th floor.
Sorry, I keep pressing... I think I'm used to E being the use key, but I set that to lean. So occasionally I hit E thinking that's the use key when I set it to F. Man, those... Look at those little shiny bits around the floor. Those are extremely polished and shiny. I don't like that. Stemmons. Rank functionary. Assists in the evaluation and execution of proposal of Starfleet policy and regulation. Also, he has massive eyebrows and a head seam. Doesn't say what species he is. I don't think he's human, not with eyebrows like that. Is it possible for humans to grow their eyebrows that big?
The subject of your reassignment is closed, Lieutenant. There is nothing to be gained by petitioning my office. No one sees a need for a hazard team.
Bullshit.
I mean precisely what I say, Lieutenant. Now, if you don't mind, some of us have jobs to do. I mean precisely what I say, Lieutenant. Now, if you don't mind, some of us have jobs to do.
You know, I never took a close look outside this window. That's just a static... I think that's just a static JPEG. But when we go down the elevator, we'll actually be able to go outside, and that area should be fully modeled? So why is the view from the window just a JPEG? To be fair, Voyager's need for a hazard team was pretty unique. That is fair. It's not like he's completely talking out of his ass. But it was so effective, it's understandable that the members of the hazard team would be like, man, we did good work. The hazard team could benefit from what we've learned, and they're just being told, ha, no, fuck you. By, as far as they can tell, one guy.
Ground level.
Would have been very expensive on computer resources to model all of that through the window at the time. Yeah, I suppose. You see, you're coming in with the sensible design logic, and I am not. Michaela Winterton. Cadet. These people in the cadet uniforms just say Starfleet Cadet. Josh Martell. Sean Ketcherside. It's interesting. You just find people with names that you don't expect. Oh, and he's a Trill. Sean Ketcherside doesn't seem like a very Trill name, but what do I know? Oh, there's a Bajoran. Jerry Keehan. Biomolecular Studies. How far down do the spots go? You're not supposed to ask people that. Oh, we gotta meet our visitor. I don't see a visitor.
Greetings, Lieutenant.
Tuvok, what are you doing here?
I had time for a brief stopover on my way to Vulcan. Congratulations on your new assignment.
Thanks, but I don't want to leave active duty for teaching.
There are few jobs more important than teaching. But I will explain your plight to my colleagues.
Thanks, Tuvok. I just think I can be of better use out there.
The Academy offers contact with many prominent people. Demonstrations of talent and initiative do not go unnoticed.
Commander Tuvok, please report to Launch Pad 2.
It was an honor to serve with you.
The honor was mine, Lieutenant Monroe. Live long and prosper.
Thanks, Tuvok.
Lieutenant Monroe, please report to the headmaster's office.
Ah, shit.
Teams required in the xenobiology lab.
Who are you? What do you do? What is your quest? Mary Pendleton.
Cadet?
Hello, sir. Have you heard the news about Voyager returning after all these years? Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Yeah, I heard the news about that. It's amazing, isn't it?
Cadet?
Forgive me, sir, but I really can't talk at the moment.
I see.
Professor Ellis, please
what do you do?
hydroponics.
Judy Brulop. Warp theorist. If she's a warp theorist, why is she working the reception desk? I would assume this is not her office.
Can you believe it? Voyager returned after being gone all those years.
I wonder what it was like, being stranded so far from home all that time.
I'd love to sit down and talk with them about their adventures.
Yeah.
They must be in demand all over the Federation.
An officer from that ship must have his pick of assignments.
After all that excitement, I don't know how they could ever go back to normal duties.
Correct and wrong.
Cadet?
I would love to talk to you, sir, but this is not a good time.
Why, are you busy? You don't look busy. You taking a shit? I don't know. Who are these people? What do you do? Oh, it's Jennifer Hui again. Katie Verdoga. Historian. Koi. Bet you don't got a better view of San Francisco. I mean, you got a view of the bridge, of course, but... yeah, welcome to Earth.
Cadet?
Forgive me, sir, but I really can't talk at the moment.
Okay, you actually look like you're studying. You get a pass. There's like Starfleet flag, you got Academy flag. It's a nice place, Starfleet Academy. Whoa.
Sir, we have some questions about the exam.
What are your questions, Cadet?
Why did you put so much emphasis on Cochrane's theories?
Cochrane provides the foundation for all warp technology. His theories open space to humanity and still compose the basis for Federation ship technology.
But his theories are almost 300 years old. It's hard to imagine a time without warp technology, or that humans were ever that backwards.
They weren't backward, just unenlightened.
That's our point, sir. That culture created Zephyrin Cochrane. So how could his work still have relevance?
Fail to understand the past, and you can never see the future.
I have an easier time with Cochrane's theories than with the early Vulcan warp technology.
The work of Dr. Leia Brahms is a lot more accessible.
While Dr. Brahms' work is necessary reading and very informative, you still need to maintain a fundamental understanding of Dr. Cochrane's work.
I still think it's a waste of time. We'll never really break new ground by relying on ancient theories.
And we'll never make progress without building on the past.
But we've gone far past Vulcan technology.
Every race in the Federation makes its contribution.
Can we at least study someone from this century?
Or this planet?
Remember, ex astris scientia, from the stars' knowledge.
What does that even... from the stars' knowledge? I feel like there's more to that quote that you didn't say. Or maybe I'm just dumb.
Professor?
Teaching is an ancient and honorable profession. Sometimes I wish I received a posting to a starship. Sometimes I wish I received a posting to a starship.
Cadet?
I never seem to earn high grades in temporal field dynamics.
Yeah, same, dude.
Temporal field dynamics still baffle me.
I know what you mean.
I never seem to earn high grades in temporal field dynamics.
Cadet?
Do you know how to modulate force fields?
Yeah.
I always modulate amplitude when I mean to adjust frequency. Can you imagine doing that in combat?
That's why you end the fight first before you start messing with force fields.
I guess I need to keep experimenting with my tricorder.
Yeah, keep at it. You'll get better. Who are you? Kellic. Deck officer. Okay, this is very clearly a Vulcan, and his name is Adam. Adam Belfiore. Belfiore? Belfiore? Was he raised by human parents? Is he like an was he adopted? Because that is not a very Vulcan name. I think there might be a few duplicates wandering around.
Please report to Stellar Mechanics.
Kenny Thompson.
Sir.
I wish I could chat right now, Lieutenant. Perhaps later.
Yeah, let's not burn too much time here. Oop. Oddly shiny water. As fun as it is to wander around and see what everyone does, we should probably get a move on.
Headmaster's office.
I swear that it's all right. You have my complete permission. I really want to see what it's like.
You have to understand, most Betazoids hate using telepathy on those who don't have it. In the past, it's led to war and death. Far too many of us ended up in concentration camps, placed there by those who feared our powers. We've learned to respect the privacy of other races. Learning the value of other people's privacy was a major step forward for us. We've learned that all people have a right to think freely without coercion or outside scrutiny. But if you're really determined, we can give it a try.
I would be honored to have you read my mind.
But only for a moment.
So?
That's sweet.
He just confessed to her through like a mind. Cheeky. Headmaster.
Lieutenant Monroe reporting, sir.
Ah, good to meet you, Lieutenant. I have your teaching assignment. You'll be instructing the cadets in small unit tactics.
That's it?
Sir.
I'm sure you'll be an asset to the Academy, Lieutenant. I look forward to reviewing your lesson plans. Excuse me, but I have duties to attend to.
Her mouth doesn't animate very far when she talks to me. Jacqueline Friedrich, Uniform Regulations Official. Wait, Uniform Regulations Official? I thought she was the headmaster. I guess she's the headmaster and she also enforces uniform regulation.
Telsia to Monroe. Could you meet me in the courtyard? Starfleet's answered our petition.
Took you so long, Monroe. Apologies, sir. I had to stop and creep on everyone's conversations.
Ground level.
No, that didn't happen. Shh. Shh.
Starfleet Command declined to hear our appeal.
I see.
What are you going to do?
What can I do?
Resign.
And that will get the team back how?
It'll show Stemmons the price of stupid decisions.
It'll show Stemmons he can bully us out of Starfleet. We end up paying the price, not him.
Until the Borg pay a little visit, or the Romulans, or...
The Dallas is a good ship. At least you're back in action.
If I accept. What if we both resign? At least we can be together.
So here's another thing this game does that the other game didn't. Sometimes you actually get dialogue choices, which they use incredibly sparingly, except for one part later in the game where they are extensively used. There's one mission, exactly one mission later, where dialogue choices are extensively used as part of the plot. Because they're involved, you get involved in an interrogation. It doesn't really matter what we say here. All it changes is the reaction we get out of Telsia. It doesn't matter at all for the rest of the game. I actually remember what her responses are for all of these. I won't let you throw away your career for me. We could, if we say that, Telsia gets angry and she just throws that back at us and she just turns around in a huff. We could put our foot down and say, look, we've had our fun, but now it's over, and she just sort of looks at you just all stunned like, wow, that was harsh. Or, it won't work, we both need Starfleet. This one gets the best reaction, so I'll pick this one.
It won't work. We both need Starfleet, or we'll go stir crazy.
Well, maybe you're right. I'll miss you.
Hug. See, that one's nice because you get a hug. Now it's time for Professor Monroe. 2 years later.
Romulan sneak attack.
We got a Klingon. Ah.
Cover me while I open the door.
He's our student.
The door is malfunctioning. We need to find a way past it and repair it from the other side.
No secrets in this area. Say hello to Korban. He is very tall.
A service duct. This should lead to the next chamber. I will open the ducts.
Yeah, you do that.
The service ducts are open. I will activate the door that leads to the other side.
This is a fucking training exercise. Why am I going through the ducts? I'm the professor. I should be telling him to go through the ducts. That hurt. Ow. Go, go, go. Stuck on something.
Surrender!
Ah. I like using the secondary fire. And I kept missing. I apologize.
Well done.
Ow. Korban, shoot them. Korban! Korban, you just stood there. Whoa, what the fuck? God damn it. Why am I doing this? My student should be doing this. Also, new weapon. You shouldn't set yourself on fire. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, this is the enhanced compression rifle, because the Federation, despite not needing any new tactics or heavily armed security teams, clearly spent some time developing a fucking assault rifle.
Well done.
Federation troops, in here!
Korban, you're stepping on me here. Korban, you stood back here and you didn't shoot at all. You're fucking useless.
Federation troops, in here!
The elevator.
Get your ass up here. Ugh. That goddamn spin. Why does that keep happening? That is really annoying.
Drop your weapon and surrender.
Take that! Cover me while I open the door.
Shouldn't get shot? Yeah, I shouldn't.
Corbett, execute hazard maneuver Monroe Alpha 3.
With
Batleth!
Weapon and surrender.
Playing on hard makes this bit with the Batleth a bit tougher because I am sliding around. I'm all the way back here? What are these autosaves? Batleth is the dumbest design for a melee weapon you think you've ever seen. I don't know. I can't completely disagree with it. What is this? Do I need to clean the sensor or something? I think I might need to clean my mouse mat. But it's stupid. But it's cool.
well done.
Drop your weapon.
There's another one.
Halt! I need backup!
It's stupid, but it's cool, okay? It's so dumb. Well, that's just, like, your opinion, man. I'm gonna make a quick save here so I don't have to go back through the fucking tunnel of fire.
Halt!
Cover me while I open the door.
Alright, let's try not to die this time.
Corbett, execute hazard maneuver Monroe Alpha 3.
With
Hazard maneuver Monroe Alpha 3. Stab them, motherfuckers.
Halt!
Fucking juked me.
over there.
Holodeck simulation completed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Corbett. Good work.
Hazard maneuver Monroe Alpha 3. Stab them, hoes. Also, very disappointing, but they give you a fucking Batleth, and that is the one single only fucking time you get to use that weapon in the entire game. Whether you love it or you think it's dumb, like, why would they give you a weapon and then never let you use that weapon again? That was always incredibly disappointing to me. Like, why? You get one cool little moment, it's like, okay, that's done. Throw it away. What's worse is that you actually see a Batleth just lying around later in the game and you can't even pick it up. So I'm guessing you could only feasibly use it if you maybe used a console command or something. But never mind. Also, we're stuck with this boring, like, iPad tricorder. I like the flip open one. That's big and bulky. Korban. Heavy weapon specialist. Korban is the Star Trek version of Heavy Weapons Guy. He's big. And now it's time to start working Patrick Stewart on the voices. Thank you, Korban. You did well, even though I did most of the work.
Lieutenant Monroe, this is Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
I enjoyed observing your holodeck session. Very impressive.
Yes, thank you, Monroe. And now we're very sorry, but the captain is on a very tight schedule.
I'm sure the headmaster's reception can wait a few minutes. Lieutenant Monroe, I was wondering where you trained.
The Delta Quadrant.
I beg your pardon?
I led the hazard team on Voyager, sir.
Hazard team?
Yes, the hazard team was...
completely superfluous.
Excuse me? Superfluous?
Precisely. Federation space is so completely different from the lawless Delta Quadrant. My research clearly shows that Starfleet captains do not need hazard teams.
I see. And are you a Starfleet captain?
Well, no, but...
The challenges we face on the outer edges of Federation space are not so different from what Voyager faced in the Delta Quadrant. I could use an elite force of tactical officers.
But...
Tell me, Lieutenant, do you ever think about going back on active duty?
Every second of my life.
I'll talk to your commanding officer. Perhaps I can arrange a transfer.
Thank you, sir.
Draw up a list of personnel and cadets you would like on a new hazard team. I'm sure Mr. Stemmons can make the arrangements.
Well, precisely.
And we will never see the eyebrows again. Also, he wasn't human. You saw his ears? He's of a different species, and I don't know what species has weird-looking ears. I mean, other than the Ferengi, but, you know, he's clearly not a Ferengi. Your face is of a different species. Jester, why are you so mean? You're so mean to me. You know, say what you will about the Next Generation movies, the Sovereign class is not a bad-looking ship.
Hazard team reporting for duty, sir.
Welcome aboard the Enterprise.
Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant Commander Tuvok has agreed to take a temporary assignment at the tactical station while Lieutenant Commander Worf is on leave. He'll also help us integrate hazard team operations.
My goal is to streamline the integration of hazard team operations.
Your former student, Ensign Korban, will join Ensigns Chang, Chell, and Jurot to form the core team. Academy graduate Sidney Stockman will serve as hazard team shuttle pilot, and I'd like to add a junior member from my crew, Ensign Franklin.
We'll incorporate him into our next training session.
Very good. Lieutenants, get acquainted with the new hazard team operations area. When we've finished our current diplomatic mission, I'll call you to the bridge for a tour.
Ensign Korban has developed a new weapon for hazard team operations. You will find him in the armory.
And that conversation is the only mention of the rest of the Next Generation crew that we will have. One mention for Worf, and that is it. Because you have to remember, Voyager ended when most of the Enterprise crew was starting to go off and do their own things. This is after the movies. So no Data, no Worf, no Troy, no Beverly, no LaForge. You only got Picard. Getting all that voice talent would be very expensive. They got everyone for Voyager. Different studio, sure, but expense or not, that's part of the reason why, that's one of the areas where this game is on a slightly lower level, and part of it is just the time period, the time frame and the setting. You can't have Voyager come back at a time period where everyone was on the crew to begin with, because they were all gone by this point. They'd all moved on. Like, Riker's got his own command. Worf has fucked off to do whatever Worf was doing. Well, would he still be on Deep Space Nine, or did he fuck off to do something else? Did he stay on Deep Space Nine after Deep Space Nine ended? I can't remember. Yeah, and Data got blown up. Troy, I don't remember what Troy or Beverly were doing. In fact, the only other member of the show that is present on the ship is Barclay. He's like the new chief engineer. But nobody gives a shit about Barclay. Ah, loud. Jeez. So, yeah. So yeah, it would be expensive to bring them all back. But even then, the time frame of where we are in Star Trek right now doesn't even allow for all those people to be back here. At least not all of them. So expensive, doesn't really work for the time frame. And I don't know. I guess it's just easier to just have Picard. I have never seen or heard Captain Picard in a video game that wasn't voiced by Patrick Stewart. They can always get him.
Anomalies in the molecular imaging scanners.
Can you locate where the anomaly is occurring?
I'm isolating it now. It appears that scanner 2 is offset by 4 arc seconds from the ACB axis.
I see. I'll contact engineering to get scanner 2 recalibrated.
Until it's repaired, the offset could ripple through the rest of the system. It could cause the other scanners to malfunction during transport.
Better take all scanners offline until repairs are complete. I don't want to be known as the guy who turned an admiral into protoplasmic jelly.
Good idea.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if that happened. Again. Alright, what are we doing? Visit the Deck 8 Armory. Talk with Jurat at the Hazard Operations Locker Room. And talk with Chell at the briefing room. Ugh, sneeze. Who are you? Oh, it's Kellic. We saw him hanging out around the Academy.
Welcome to the Enterprise. 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 Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Welcome to the
Welcome to the Enterprise. Ugh. Get stuck in a loop. Korban.
Hey, Korban.
Have you seen the new Federation assault rifle?
No. Sorry, my first stop on the Enterprise wasn't the weapons locker.
I will overlook your human failings.
And they say Klingons are heartless.
This assault rifle will be a good complement to the compression rifle. It's more powerful at short range and has added functionality.
Thanks.
You have my thanks as well for assigning me to the Hazard team. You do me a great honor.
The honor's ours. You're the best person for the job.
To assist your training with the assault rifle, I have loaded a holodeck training program. I think you will find it invigorating.
Also, despite what Monroe said, our first trip on the Enterprise was actually the fucking armory. So, it was actually even the first thing on our list of objectives. And funny, he talks a lot about, like, designing weapons, but some of the weapons that he later designs are already here. You got the grenade launcher, and you got the torpedo launcher, which lack that look that those weapons had. The grenade launcher and the photon burst in the first game looked really weird. Well, not like really weird. They were very non-standard designs, but they're a lot more standard, I would call them here. They look fine, just they had a unique edge to them. Also, yeah, here's the assault rifle. It's basically a shotgun. Remember when the shotgun in the first game was a living alien-like thing that we found on a living starship, and we just sort of picked up without permission and took with us? Good times.
The primary attack is a spread plasma burst. The secondary attack is a powerful single shot, which can do extensive collateral damage to nearby hostiles.
Also, remember in the first game when we got to go into the holodeck to test new weapons, we were given a different scenario. Like, we had like a Wild West for one weapon, and then we had like a Camelot, like medieval one with a bunch of guys wielding crossbows. In this game, they only designed one holodeck simulation for every weapon that you get to bring in here and test against the same enemies. Kinda sucks the fun out of the holodeck when it's just this. In fact, this is one of the multiplayer maps. I barely played any of this game's multiplayer, but this is just one of the smaller multiplayer maps.
Not bad, considering you lack Klingon blood. The new assault rifle is a pleasure to fire. May all our missions be filled with glorious battles.
Yeah, we couldn't get Michael Dorn, and the Enterprise just isn't the same unless it's got a Klingon, so here's your Klingon.
I believe the Bat'leth is the purest path to delivering an honorable death. I am honored to serve by your side. The new assault rifle is a pleasure to fire.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Enterprise.
Nope, not getting caught in a loop again. Here's the medbay. Are you the new chief medic? Wait a minute. Does her name just say Doctor? Oh no, Dr. Stevenson. Yeah, this is the new doctor. Beverly got replaced.
Greetings, Lieutenant. I am Dr. Stevenson. While on board the Enterprise, we can assist you with your medical needs. Greetings, Lieutenant. I am Dr. Stevenson.
Hello, Lieutenant. Please come see me if you require medical attention.
Sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we chat later?
Namkot's Sirk. He's on the hazard team. Ask her how far down the spots go. Jester, you... Unfortunately, there isn't a dialogue option for that.
Hello, Lieutenant.
I bet they go down to her ass. Just scan with the... I'm doing this because Jester demanded it. Scanner's not picking up spots. Or it doesn't detect spots. Hold on, can I change the spot mode? Ah, it's night vision. What good is that fucking tricorder? It's good for everything but detecting butt spots.
Haven't seen you before. You must be part of the new hazard team.
You damn right.
That must be quite an adventure going to new and dangerous places and actually leaving the ship. I spend most of my day in a Jeffries tube. It's not very exciting, but it's also not as dangerous as your assignment.
Very true.
Haven't seen you before. You must be part of the new hazard team.
Derek Russell, assistant counselor. You know, that's another thing that this game doesn't have. It doesn't have like a virtual Voyager mode. That was just a fun little extra that the first game had, being able to explore Voyager as much as they modeled it. It was short, and it was small, and it was basically just a little scavenger hunt. But it was nice. Jonathan Struhelm. He is also on the hazard team. He's a Cardassian.
Sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we chat later?
At least he looks Cardassian. He's Cardassian, right? Oh, he doesn't have the thing in the middle of his head.
Sorry, but I'm very busy. Can we chat later?
Okay, no, I don't... He's not a Cardassian. He's either Cardassian or he's a different race that I forgot. Note the sound. There's a hidden door in the brig. Sometimes little secrets will pop up on the Enterprise, and that's a little spoiler for later. There's a secret in the brig. It's not there right now, which is why the door's locked. We'll get that when it's time. Yeah, 0 secrets, 0 starships. One of the more amusing secrets is in there, actually. Sometimes the devs just wanted to have a giggle. I think I just went in a big circle. It might be time to go to a... Oh, there's a directory here. Transporter room, brig, main sickbay, armory, holodeck, cargo bay. Did I go into the cargo bay? I doubt there's anything interesting in the cargo bay that's worth my time, but I would still like to try. Yep. Just went in a big circle. Can't go into the cargo bay.
Hazard operations.
Alright, we're gonna check out the new hazard operations deck.
How are you?
Good. I'm now on the hazard team.
That's wonderful. I also got the transfer I requested.
To where?
I'm in charge of the hydroponics bay. It's really a great assignment.
We don't have a lot of plants on Andoria, but the few that we have are very exotic.
You should come by the hydroponics bay sometime. I'd love to hear about the plants on Andoria and show you some improvements we're making.
I'll drop by after my next shift.
That will be very nice.
Subplot. That lady's gonna get into trouble later. Also, you were in sickbay before I came up here. Like, getting an examination. How'd you get here before me? It's the new locker room.
Can you believe it? The Enterprise? The hazard team? Oh, this is absolutely incredible.
I can't wait to start trying out some of the modifications that Chell made to the weapons.
Yeah, look at these. I can't wait to get started on my weapons training. The hardware at the Academy was nothing. I want to grab one of these.
I wonder if they'll let me tinker with the power output on the compression rifle.
I wish I had been out there in the Delta Quadrant. Now that's adventure. Wild, untamed.
I think if I shift the location of the energy coil input, I can increase the stability of the gyro stabilization unit by 0.75 microns.
Think about it. Out there, it's just you and your ship against an entire quadrant. You have to be bold.
Yeah. Then I can double pulse the crystal emitter to increase the firing rate.
Are you even listening to me?
What? Oh, yes, sure. Something about how the hardware at the Academy was nothing.
Not a very Vulcan attitude. Yeah. What's your name? Tony Deval Denebro. What was the name of that, like, Vulcan group in Enterprise? There was like a group of Vulcans that appeared in one of the episodes, and they were very emotional. Can't remember what their group was called. Enterprise? Never heard of it? You know exactly what I'm talking about, you little shit. Also, this guy kind of looks like Riker. Brian Babowski. I meant the show Enterprise. The one that I know you don't like. Hey, here's Gerard.
While the team was disbanded, I returned to Vulcan for further study. I've greatly improved my medical skills.
Oh yeah?
The Hazard team feels incomplete without Telsia. It's satisfying to serve on the Hazard team again.
I'm glad you think so.
While the team was disbanded, I returned to Vulcan for further study. I've greatly improved my medical skills.
This is the exact same map that was on the menu in the first game. Same placement of all the little buttons and everything. And we got the list of members of the team. Yep. As you can see, the Alpha team has a bunch of familiar names. The core members of the original game: Lieutenant Alexander Monroe, Austin Chell, Juliet Gerard, and new people: Korban, Sydney Stockman, the pilot of the shuttle. It's interesting, Voyager didn't have a dedicated shuttle pilot. The one time they needed to use a shuttle, they just had Paris fly us over. And here's the B team, who will never see any action in this game. Elizabeth Laird, Brian Babowski, Kenioth Thompson, Jonathan Strulum, Namkots Sirk, and Tony Deval Denebro. A bit interesting to note is Elizabeth Laird was on the B team in the first game, making her the only member of the Hazard team who wasn't part of the core group to make it over to this game. She looks and sounds almost nothing like her previous incarnation, though she was one of the few members of the team who barely got any, like, I think of all the previous Hazard team members, she had the least dialogue. She's like this sort of harsh, like, super warrior woman who's like, I remember that was in her bio. She was the only human, like, Starfleet officer allowed to do combat training on Kronos. Like, she's like a super martial artist. So she's like very respected over there. And she sounded the part. The one time we get to speak to her in this game, she'll sound like very much not like the original. Not that it matters, like, she never mattered in these games, but I care about the little details. Also, this is a very crusty when you get really close. Ugh. But yeah, none of the other people, Odell, Foster, none of those old people.
Hi, Monroe.
Now here's Sydney.
Hi, Monroe. Hi, Monroe. Hi, Monroe. Hi, Monroe.
My face is crusty? Jester, you've never even seen my face. Also, Jarot has a iMod in her locker.
Captain Picard has requested an advanced hazard operations area. You will find it significantly improved over the design utilized on Voyager.
Yeah, it's great. Look, is there any way you could move my locker a little, further from Gerard's?
It is inadvisable to allow relationship issues to interfere with your duties.
There is no more relationship. That's the problem. I haven't really even talked with her since Voyager returned. She went back to Vulcan soon after we got back home, and we haven't really talked since.
I would suggest you speak with her and reconcile your differences. Team cohesion is essential.
That's probably a good idea. I'll talk to her once we've settled in. Maybe.
In the meantime, I will inquire with Ensign Laird about the possibility of trading locker assignments with you.
Thanks, Tuvok.
Hey, Chang.
I'm kind of busy now. Can we chat later?
Okay.
Lieutenant, I don't have time to speak to you now.
Okay. Chell.
It's great having the Hazard team back together again.
Lieutenant Monroe, please report to the bridge.
Aye, sir.
Lieutenant Barkley offered me a tour of main engineering. I can't wait. It's great having the Hazard team back together again.
Here's like a little office back here. There's a picture of like a baby, of like a child Klingon. Is that Alexander? Why is that in this office? And just another picture of a random baby. If I were to hazard a guess, I'd say that is one of the developers had? I don't know. But there is a benefit to coming in here. Gerard's locker code, 746. We got the iMod. Yeah, the iMod was a pretty unique weapon to the first game, and served a purpose because you got to fight Borg on at least 2 separate occasions. In this game, you fight Borg in the intro, and then you never see Borg again. This is a very Borgless game aside from the introduction, so the iMod effectively becomes utterly useless for the plot because its primary function is outpacing Borg modulation, or adaptation, rather, I should say. So there's no reason for you to even have it, but if you really want it, you find that code, you can pull it out of Gerard's locker, and we will always have the iMod on every mission for the rest of the game. It's not that it doesn't work against non-Borg targets. That text is so blurry. But, yeah, this level did kind of have a little secret, just not like a super secret.
Please don't disturb me. Please don't disturb me. Please don't disturb me.
Weren't you manning the teleporter on Voyager at the start of the game? You were like standing right next to Tuvok.
Please don't disturb me.
Allison Pearson, huh? Botanist. Excuse you, don't disturb her? Alright. It's okay, she'll be disturbing other people later as part of her subplot. There's a whole subplot spanning the entire game about her antics in the hydroponics bay. My face is a whole subplot. Chester, you can't just say that about my face. You're making me very self-conscious about something that I know you've never seen. Ah, loud door. Yes, I can. Ah. People, this is...
Deck 1, bridge.
This is why I need to get a better audience, so I can get nice messages from people who actually like me. Also, I am mildly curious. Just wanted to check something real quick, and forgot to put I almost blocked out the chat there for a second.
Welcome to the bridge, Lieutenant.
Glad to be here, sir.
How long do you think it will take to train your team to the level of readiness you had in the Delta Quadrant?
We are receiving a distress call on Federation channels.
This is Captain Galloway of the Federation starship Dallas. We've been boarded by an unknown alien life form. Warn all Federation ships, under no circumstances should you approach this vessel.
Set a course for the Dallas, maximum warp.
Course laid in, Captain.
Engage. My apologies, Lieutenant. We'll finish your tour another time. Assemble the hazard team and tell them we are deploying them ahead of schedule. Take Ensign Franklin with you. He's an expert on Excelsior-class ship systems. I want your team ready for transport as soon as we reach the Dallas.
Aye, sir.
And Lieutenant?
Yes, sir?
I rely on your team's readiness.
We won't let you down, sir.
I love that there is absolutely no hesitation on Picard's part. Just like, don't approach this vessel. Picard immediately, we're fucking approaching that vessel. Warp speed, maximum. Go. No hesitation. Also, isn't it convenient that the ship that Telsia is serving on is suffering an accident in our area? How convenient! Ooh, spooky.
Gravity's low. The artificial gravity system is malfunctioning.
No life signs in this area.
Well, keep scanning. Look at this strange hole.
Too irregular for a phaser. Mechanical damage?
The edges show irregular rasp marks and trace amounts of liquid.
Liquid coolant for an industrial drill?
No, too little, and it's thicker with enzymes and trace organic compounds. Almost like... what? Saliva. Something chewed its way in?
There's Franklin with the goatee back there.
We need to restore the main ship's systems. Franklin, where are the gravity controls?
I'll send the location to your tricorder.
I would also like to point out right here at the start that, did you note how Franklin was not on the list of hazard team members?
I can't disengage the lock. Can you locate its power console?
Franklin, shut up. I'm trying to point out how you have no chance of surviving this mission. Because you weren't even on the list in the fucking locker room. I just wanted to point that out, Franklin. Your days are numbered. In fact, your days aren't numbered. Your lifespan is numbered is by the minute right now. I like the new suits. They look pretty good. That's a big hole. Okay, what did he want us to do? Okay, we're exploring the ship, find a way to restore gravity, reroute power to the door. Yeah, that's what we're doing. There are also 3 secrets and 3 starships. Got this little pipe connector minigame.
That did it. The door's unlocked.
There's Jack Franklin. Excelsior expert. That's what he does. He's an expert on an outdated very old ship design. How old would the Excelsior's design be by this point? Like, at least a century old, if not more so. What's the star date again? It showed right at the beginning, but the number was very small and I didn't read it. The next time we go through like a major level transition, I'll keep an eye out for that. Wait, does it tell us here? Nah, we don't get that information in tactical. And we'll probably get another star date again later. Now, if I remember right, one of the secret starships is in this area. Guys, there's something in the vents. Or the Jeffries tubes. Right there. It'd be very hard to see in the dark. Oh, and there's armor. There's like an armor pickup. Which you'd normally only see in the multiplayer. Yeah, they kind of throw you into a little semi-horror section here. Gerard, is that one dead? That shuttle here. Force field's up. Despite there not being any gravity, this fella has comfortably come to rest on the nacelle. I believe there is another secret inside the shuttle. Aha! 2 of 3.
What was that?
Something small, something fast. Gravity low, not off. Very true, very true. Yet, even though it's low but not off, we still got floating barrels.
Wait here. I want to see where this Jeffries tube leads.
And that's another thing that I feel the first game got better, that this game doesn't. There will be a lot of instances, in fact, most of the game, where we tell the team to wait, where we wander off to take care of everything ourselves. Saw a little tail there. Remember, just a lot of things are hidden behind breakable walls. A bunch. Ooh, those noises. Oh, these doors are locked. You know, mentioning that this is sort of like a semi-horror level reminds me that I wanted to play Fear earlier in the year, but my copy was unsalvageable. You know what? It's October. Maybe for Halloween I'll see about getting a new copy of Fear and playing that. Yeah. It's probably not that expensive. I think I saw it on GOG for like 10 bucks. Haven't played that one in ages. Again, because my copy is cursed. Oh. Found the gravity subsystems. On a minute. I'm gonna drop a quick save here. For reasons.
Gravity systems online.
I should have warned them.
That did it! The gravity is back on. Can you open the shuttle doors from out there?
Yeah, I should have warned them that I was doing that. If one of them was standing under a barrel, we would have had a Worf situation where one of them was hospitalized and had to beg for ritual suicide because they got taken out by a fucking barrel. Then again, that's not really a barrel. Those were more like cargo containers, but the same general idea. I don't think the hidden starship is in this area. It was a barrel. Yeah, I know it was a hollow plastic barrel. But the containers that these guys gotta contend with are like big, bulky cargo containers. $50-gallon barrels are absurdly heavy when they're full of something? Yeah, like 50 gallons of something is pretty heavy. No one's disputing that. Okay, secret's not in here. No one's disputing my face. You've been disputing my face this entire stream, Jester. Hey. I have elevator problems in real life. Now there's broken elevators in video games. I'm actually feeling mildly triggered right now. So sick of broken elevators, I swear to God. I swear to Mormon Jesus, if I see one more broken elevator, I'm gonna do something, and it's gonna be terrible. Yeah. Yeah.
We're not safe anywhere on the ship.
Our lack of safety is only now occurring to you.
Phaser fire is one thing. Having a deck chewed out from under us. Okay, that saliva does not prove they chewed their way in. No, maybe the invaders just like to drool on blast edges.
Speculation without facts is futile.
Why does your team leader go off on scouting missions? Isn't he too valuable to risk? Don't ask.
I appreciate that Franklin lampshades the fact that I've run off to take point, when as the team leader I should be ordering other people to take point, but if I did that there wouldn't be much of a game, so the team leader has to go do everything. which was part of the appeal of Voyager Elite Force, was that I wasn't like the commander, wasn't like the captain running off to handle everything face first. Speaking of faces. Is there subtitles I could turn on? They were very quiet. Is it in audio? I can't turn on, like, subtitles for conversations that occur outside of specific conversations, so you'll just have to live with them not being easy to hear at a distance. I got turned around. This way. Also, just because something isn't like a door or a wall isn't blastable, sometimes doors will open even though they look like they shouldn't. And they'll be hiding a secret area. Alright, the secret's gotta be in here. Or not. Door override. Hi, guys.
Now we can restore the ship's power. We just have to get to engineering.
Yeah, that door through there is the end of the level, which means I missed one of the secrets. And that's no good, because I want to get all of them. There's a stairway here. I think I came up here before. I swear, was something in the Jeffries tubes? Alright, we already got the one that was in the shuttle. Oh, here's an elevator. Or a ladder, not an elevator. They're just random spikes of movement where I go to turn my mouse and the sensitivity, like, spikes. It's really fucking weird. And those are some really big rats in the Jeffries tubes. Ah, shit, because I pressed that button on the door, now that door is locked and I'm trapped in here. I'm not leaving until I find that secret. Shit. Good thing I made a save back here. I said I was gonna find all of them because I know I can. So I'm gonna find all of them.
Gravity systems online.
That did it! The gravity is back on. Can you open the shuttle doors from out there?
I think it has to be here in the Jeffries tubes, but I can't remember exactly where now.
Our lack of safety is only now occurring to you. Phaser fire is one thing. Having a deck chewed out from under us. Okay, that saliva does not prove they chewed their way in. No, maybe the invaders just like to drool on glass edges.
Where is it? Where could it be? I have an idea. An idea.
Welcome back.
Now we can restore the ship's power. We just have to get to engineering.
Let me go back in here, because I don't think... Maybe something down in here will have changed. If I re-enter from the bottom. Maybe not. It's not down there. What am I missing? Don't think this is solved through structural integrity mode either. I swear, this third one gets me every single time. Every single time I get this game, I wander around looking for this third secret. I just wandered in a circle back down to the gravity controls. It wasn't even a circle, I just turned my ass around. don't want to look it up either, because I know this level is small. If I wander around enough, I will find it. It might be behind that thing over there. Here it is! Oh, look, this hatch in the Jeffries tube is open. I had a feeling it was the fucking Jeffries tubes, but I couldn't remember if, like, I figured it had to be a door. I understand what happened when we went into that room, like the entrance to the shuttle bay, and we pressed the button to open the doors so that we rejoined the rest of the team. Hitting that console opened this hatch with no sound or prompt to indicate it. So the only way you'd find it is if you backtracked. That is devious. All right, 3 of 3. Yeah, and you'd have to go back around because you can't jump back up onto this ladder. It's too high. Okay. We done figured it out. 3 of 3. All right. Let's go. All right, there are 2 secrets, 3 starships in this area.
Life support systems at 50% efficiency.
This is a very small deck. NCC 2019. Just wanted to do a brief structural scan.
Hey, what's that?
Hey, give that back. Give that back. Ah. Guys, this ship has a very big rat problem.
I've got life signs. Check your tricorder.
Look at all those blips. What are they?
The blips are headed this way.
They're getting closer. They're almost here. They're... Hey!
You sound disappointed.
The only thing worse than an alien attack is an alien attack that hides when you see it coming.
Very true, Chell. Very true. There's engineering.
We've reached main engineering.
Locked.
We have to find a way in.
These Jeffries tubes lead to an observation lounge near engineering.
Good enough for me. Stay here.
I want you to keep note of every single time the team leader goes off to solve everything and leaves the team behind. That makes 2 now. At least for this mission. Okay, one of the starships is in the engineering room. I remember that. It's near the warp core. Very near the warp core. Oh, there's one. Right up the Jeffries tube. if that one is there, and one of them is in the engineering room, I think I remember where the next one is. Right up my face. Jister. Swear. Swear me, mum. Yeah, the second one is not here in the Jeffries tubes. If I remember right, it's right up here. Yep, you see how this hatch sort of opens towards the door? You wouldn't think to go around and check it? Structural integrity's looking pretty weak there, ain't it? Boom. Secret 2, Starship 2. Which means the last starship is in engineering. Giant rats. Big rats. What'd I say about them big fucking rats?
Hi,
guys.
Blips again. Moving in fast.
Monroe, we're trapped. Get us in there.
Use your tricorder on the main engineering console.
Yeah, guys, I'll get you in a second. I just need to grab this.
Look out!
Main power restored.
Take that! Thanks. What the hell are those things? I have no idea.
Giant rats.
Their attacks seem savage and instinctual, as if they are not sentient species.
Sentient enough to hold their attack until we were cornered. Monroe to Enterprise.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
We've engaged hostile aliens, sir. Unknown life forms.
Team status.
Intact.
And the Dallas?
We've restored partial power.
Proceed to the bridge. Find Captain Galloway.
So the reason I didn't immediately let them in and went for the starship first is because when you reactivate the work core, this force field pops up, preventing you from getting inside. Which means if you wanted to get that thing and you knew it was there, you'd have to reload a save. And that's it for this level.
Turbo lift systems offline.
We need to reroute power to this turbo lift. The computer that governs lift power is right near here. That nearby Jeffries tube goes right to it.
If I was in charge, I'd tell Chell to come down here and figure it out.
Turbo lift power restored.
Turbo lifts are operational again.
Yep, call me Monroe, the guy who does it all. Yep, come on. Again, I think that camera shot, I don't think the camera shots are supposed to cut off people's heads.
I know these Excelsior-class ships well. I'll show you the way to the bridge.
No, Franklin, don't run ahead, you'll get killed. Franklin, what the fuck did I just tell you?
Here they come!
Poor Franklin.
Stay sharp. I don't want to lose anyone else.
What did I fucking say about running ahead? Rule 1 of the hazard team, never think you know what you're doing unless you're Lieutenant Alexander fuckmothering Monroe, and if he tells you not to run ahead, don't do it or you will die. Franklin's only purpose was to die a very immediate death. That's his only role in the story. And why he wasn't even on the list, because he died so quickly, there was no point in having 2 different screens and having to swap them out. Sounds like your average red shirt. You know, that's a good point. You need at least 1 red shirt death. I mean, you know what? I always thought his death was pretty stupid, but that's a good point. Average red shirt death. What am I even thinking? Yeah, you know what? That's perfectly normal. You know what? I'm sorry I ever doubted you, Franklin. You served your purpose well. Also, there's 1 secret and 3 starships. But I will need to take a very quick break. Give me a few minutes. I need to take care of something. Give me a moment. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Apologies for the interruption. Gotta do what you gotta do. What time is it? Going for about 3 hours? You know what I think I'll do? Yeah, you know what? We're gonna complete our mission here on the Dallas, but we will. Yeah, we're gonna keep going through the Dallas. I've got plenty of time. I don't think I'll go for the full 4 hours like I usually do, but I will at least take us through the rest of the Dallas. There's not much left. I think this is actually the final part of the Dallas, if I remember right. He just yeeted himself through there.
Cover me!
One thing you learn really quickly about these guys is that they love to pincer you. If you see one in front of you, chances are there's one or two of them behind you as well. They love pincer attacks. And you know, thinking back on Franklin, like, he didn't get any hazard team training. He got 0 hazard team training. He was added to the team at the last possible fucking second, and then immediately after we got underway, we got this mission. And Picard's just like, take the least experienced member of the hazard fucking team on an away mission. That was a really stupid decision. That death, that one's on Picard. That kid was not ready. He wasn't ready. He just wasn't. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna... I kind of skipped straight to the bridge, actually, by going through that Jeffries tube. Might as well. I think that what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to try to go through the normal hallways to get here, and it's like, oh, the door is locked. We gotta open it from the other side. I kind of skipped a little bit. Whoops. Oh no, it's Captain What's-His-Face. Yep. Captain Galloway. He did. I didn't mean to phaser his neck. That was an accident. Ooh, starship. Little Federation issue laptop there. Hey, maybe there's a start date on this panel. Or this tablet. Too blurry.
It's Captain Galloway.
Gerard, find out how he died. Chell, access the captain's logs.
There are no wounds on him. He died from asphyxiation, presumably when the Dallas lost life support.
That'll do it.
The captain's log is online.
Play it.
Captain's log, stardate 56535.1.
Look at that shitty...
Responding to a distress call from an Atrexian station just outside Federation space.
Log.
The attack crippled us. I've sent most of my crew to the space station. I hope they can protect the Atrexians. I've kept a small skeleton crew led by my security chief. We're gonna try to salvage the ship by getting it away from the space station. There are too many of them. We've got cascading system failures. We're losing the battle to keep up minimal life support. We can't last more than a few hours. I've authorized my chief engineer to try an experimental procedure. She's encoding our remaining crew into the transporter pattern buffer. It's risky. The signals might degrade beyond recovery. But if it works, it may be the best chance for survival.
Chelsea.
Gerard, let's head back to the transporter room.
Head back? We never actually went to the transporter room. I entirely skipped going to the transporter room. We're taking the normal route here. I never read the plate here for the Dallas. Starfleet Registry NCC 2019. San Francisco Fleet Yards. Commission stardate 5105.5. Last starship of her class. No matter where you go, there you are. How is that an experimental procedure? They've kept people encoded in the transporter powder buffer for extended periods of time for at least 4 or 5 times. Scotty was in the powder buffer for 70 fucking years. It's funny that you mentioned Scotty, Jester. You'll see when we get there. Where am I? Blah, spin. Up. Yeah, this part of the level is a bit maze-like. Oh, this was the Jeffries tube I went into to get to the bridge. Yeah. There's like 1 secret and 2 starships, which means one of them isn't... The game's a little weird with what it considers to be a secret area. We came from that way. Let's go this way.
Watch out!
You got that, Gerard? You got that. One thing I will say about your AI companions is that even though you abandon them at every available opportunity to go complete most of the missions yourself, they're actually alarmingly competent in a firefight. Well, not all the time, but they do regular damage. Unlike in the first game where they did reduced damage and it took them like 5-6 times as many shots to down a single enemy that it would take you to do it. In this game, it doesn't take them any more shots than it would take you. Which is kinda nice. It means that when they do start shooting, they do the same amount of damage. Alright, this is where I went into the Jeffries tubes before. This level's a bit of a maze. Alright, there's the locked door of the bridge. Gotcha. Look at these hand-holding degenerates! That's why the alien rats took them! They were disgusted by this filth! But no, that's tragic. Slowly asphyxiating yourselves, locked in the lounge. Just you and, lady. I won't begrudge them a dying moment of degeneracy. Very sad. Yeah, welcome to the transporter room. Now, If I remember right, most of the secrets in this game, maybe this is a radical idea, check the transporter I know, but I'm remembering secrets. Now, if I remember right, and normally I do, most of the secrets in this game aren't technically that difficult to find, but one of them is tied to the transporter pad. Like, you have to step... Not to mention, we missed another one. What? There it is. It just slid out from the console. You see, that's why I was looking at the pad. It was just like, there was something about the transporter pad and one of those little secrets. And I couldn't remember if you had to step on them in a certain order or just stand on the pad. I just walked around it in a circle and it popped out, so... Clearly, that's the way to go. Now, I know I'm supposed to mess with the console in order to, you know, grab the crew and pull them out. However, there's still a missing secret. And the moment... And this is a minor spoiler, but the moment I mess with the transport... I got bashed by the door. The moment I mess with the pattern buffer, a timed segment will start, and then the level will end. So we want to find that last secret before we mess with that. Apologies for breaking up the action to look for secrets, but I said I was going to get all of them, and god darn it, I'm going to get all of them. Oh, that's the door to the transporter. It's right on the other side where Franklin died. What? Why is it combat music? I just walked into the elevator and the fucking trumpety battle music started. Okay, it went away. I think the music triggered because it's supposed to start there. And, oh, I think I know where it is. You hear that? You hear that zap when I touch that door? That was not a normal sound to play at that door. I think it's this. I think it's in the lounge. This locked lounge. I think it's in here. But if I can't get in there, then I'm clearly wrong. Okay, I've made it back to the transporter room. I think what happens is there's like a locked room that you access from the Jeffries tubes that you can only access from the Jeffries tubes, kind of like the bridge. You have to get in there through the Jeffries. I'm back here again. What is that fucking... mouse is weirding me out. Okay, let's first make our way back. There's only one Jeffries tube access in this area, so if that is what... if I'm right, then that's where I should be right now. Here we are. That door made a very weird sound when I touched it. That goes to the bridge. Now this one goes to the bridge. Now they both go to the bridge. There can't be another one in the bridge because there was already one in this room. It's like in the one that you don't go through. Maybe something opens up during the time segment? No, that isn't it. Because I went straight ahead that time and went into the... Hang on. We ended up in a different... Hang on a second. This is a different tube. I think. That was the bridge. This is a different your face. Jester is such a bully. I hope if you take away anything from the stream, even if you don't like Star Trek, please at least chronicle my suffering. You're the real bully? You really are. This final secret is really eluding me right now. I've gone through all the Jeffries tubes. The only thing I can think of is that something will change when the time segment begins.
Alex?
That is the only other thing I can think of right now, but I think you just have a straight run to the bridge, so... Let's go back to the transporter room. Transporter buffer occupied. Yep. Field engaged and holding.
Their patterns are very weak. They're fading fast.
Shell, more power down here.
Ooh. They've been in the pattern buffer for a while. They're dehydrated and probably a bit disoriented, but they should be fine.
Alex? You're late, Monroe.
I think they're back to normal already.
Thanks for the save.
I'm Katerina Scott, the chief engineer of the Dallas.
This was your plan?
My great-grandfather's plan, actually. Captain Montgomery Scott. He developed a procedure for staying alive inside the transporter pattern buffer. Alive with no signal degradation.
Very clever.
Chell here. I'm trying to get the shields down so we can beam out of here, but the security subsystems are a bit chaotic. I could use some help.
Gerard, stay here and treat them until we can get them back to the Enterprise. I'll go assist Chell on the bridge.
Monroe? I hear chewing. I need backup. Hurry!
On my way, Chell.
Yeah.
That was close. Thanks, Monroe.
Gerard to Monroe. The Dallas crew are stable, but we need to get them back to the Enterprise.
I've deactivated the Dallas's shields. We can beam out now.
Monroe to Enterprise. We're ready to beam out.
Understood. Sickbay
Damn
standing
it, I was
by to
right.
receive the Dallas crew members. Picard out.
Damn it, where was that last secret? Well, hang on a minute. I can't accept this. I turned over that place. There was something about that door with the weird sound. Something that... Was it supposed to open and it didn't?
What happened?
Shut up. Shut up. I didn't want to have to do this, but damn it, I turned over that entire level and I even remembered how to activate the fucking transporter secret. I refuse to accept this. I refuse. I absolutely refuse to accept this. What the hell did I miss? Absolutely refuse to accept this. I turned over that entire damn thing. That entire deck, I ran over every area like 5 times. Dallas. Yes, I'm looking it up, and yes, I'm not ashamed. I remembered how to find both the other two, and damn it, they didn't... Browser's acting a little sluggish on me. Hang on a second. Retrieve the captain's logs. See through the corridors. Lose Franklin. Enter the lounge if you need to power. Go to the right. Blue force field. Turn to corridor. Proceed along the corridor. Enter. Climb down. Why is it so hard to find information when you really need it? Geez, it's like the moment I need precise information to tell me how I'm fucking up, suddenly I can't find it. And my browser is acting fucking weird. What the hell? Why is my browser acting sluggish? I type something and it takes several seconds for it to appear. Okay, that's a fucking cheat and console menu. I don't need a cheat console menu. One secret, one going on the way to the bridge. Use the left service room, climb down halfway, use both broken Jeffries tube doors. They will emit a strange sound. Afterwards, the central door should become unlocked. The door with the strange sound. I was right. But the door didn't open. Emergent. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew that door. Making the strange sound was... absolute fucking bastardry. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew that door should have opened. But why didn't it? Did the game bug out? I'm gonna slap somebody. And it's gonna be Jester. He deserves it. He's been bullying me all stream. I'm gonna take my anger out on him. No, Jester, I will not slap you into life, and I will slap you enough to gain some measure of calm and peace. I will not send you from this mortal coil. Okay, it was either this one or the other one, because there's two of these. I did another goddamn spin. See, that made a strange sound. Motherfucker. There it is. I knew that door made a strange sound, but I wondered why it didn't open. You had to touch every locked door in this room, and all three of them had to make the sound. Then the central service door would open. Sort of arcane bullshit is this? I should have looked that up before I went through the whole sequence where we ran over to save Chell, but I guess we're doing that again. And I apologize for that. I should have just swallowed my pride and looked up the answer, because it's not that I didn't know where it was, I just wondered what I was... Like, I knew what I had to do, just not how to do it. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, let me just... Fine, I'll admit it, I'm stupid. I'm just dumb. That's the real cause of all this. I'm just dumb.
Their patterns are very...
Yeah, yes. Their patterns are very weak. That fucking spin, I swear to God. I swear the game never did that before. Yeah, I'll get you a second, Chell. Oh, that's the wrong way. I want to go this way. I'm almost there, Chell, don't worry.
That was close. Thanks, Monroe.
Yeah, we already saw that. Alright, a little sloppier, and I did it again. I improved my shot accuracy by 3%. That's neat.
What happened?
We responded to a distress call from an Atrexian space station.
Atrexian?
A star-faring people with 12 systems and 23 colony planets in the Brecker Rift.
We found the Atrexian station under assault by unknown aliens.
We saw no alien ship, so we took a low orbit near the station. That was our mistake.
They swarmed us, using impulse engines built right into their exoskeletons.
Amazing genetic engineering.
They disabled our shields and chewed through our hull before we could mount a defense.
The ship was doomed. During the firefight, we beamed most of the crew onto the Atrexian station.
The captain raced away from the area with a skeleton crew of volunteers. We hid in the pattern buffers to wait for rescue.
We hoped our ruined ship could broadcast a warning to Starfleet so no other ship would risk a low orbit at the Atrexian space station.
If these aliens had no ship, how did they get to the system?
We don't know.
Perhaps their ship was cloaked.
When we arrive at the station, I want the Hazard team to go in first, locate the remaining crew of the Dallas, and help the Atrexians.
Aye, sir.
Okay.
Chell to Monroe. I'm on the final stage of the shuttle prep.
Very good, Chell. But you know what? There's not a whole lot of time left. I mean, we completed a whole level. I mean, we completed the whole prologue and the first whole, like, proper level of the game with the Dallas. So this seems like as good a place as any to call it for today. Did it make another... Yeah, it automatically saves at the start of levels and stuff, which is nice. Might want to investigate in some kind of whatever the hell's going on with my mouse. Like that, I swear that weird thing where I suddenly go flying into a spin never happened before. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what mouth smoothing does, but I might try that just to see if maybe that corrects the sudden and completely unwanted spin that I keep throwing into. But yeah. It's a good game, kind of fun. A little overdone with the music, but it's good so far. Like, I'd say good so far as if I've never played it before. I have many times. But yeah, this should keep me busy for another stream or two, right? But until then, you know, in a way, I have streamed for 4.5 hours today. It's just that the first hour was a different stream in Streamlabs, and that was just all technical issues. And Jester said it was funny, so I'll upload that for giggles. Because, I don't know, just might as well. But that's it for me today. It suddenly got real hot, and I'm feeling all gross, so I'm gonna go take a cold shower. Upload your face? That's never going to happen. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. If I ever reach... You need my face, huh? Well, I'll tell you what. If I ever reach 1,000 subscribers, if I ever get to the point where people can subscribe to me, and I get 1,000 subscribers, I will upload my face. That is the bar that needs to be met before you see my face. 1,000 subscribers. It'll never happen, which means you'll never see my face. And you will also not see any more of this stream today because it will end now. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy the first hour of it, but I enjoyed these 3.5 hours I spent not dealing with technical problems. Unless you count the mouse as a technical problem, because I seriously do not know what that is. Mousepad's looking a little scuffed. Maybe I should try washing it. Give it a scrub. I'm gonna go contemplate that. Have a good one. Bye-bye.